Wake up! Graham, wake up! Hello, everybody. See or hear me because I've just been told by my computer that YouTube is not receiving enough video data to maintain smooth streaming. And it looks like my internet has gone all poo-poo for some reason. And I'm hopefully one of my children has decided to download a game and I can shout at them and tell them to stop it. But we will see. If you can hear me or see me, say hello and let me know you can hear me and see me. If you can't, then that kind of makes sense. I'll just say hello then until it starts streaming again. It's not going to start streaming again, is it? It's going to go, I'm not very well. Why does it always happen on Friday night at 9 PM when we want to do this? Oh, audio, video, good, but glitchy. It is a bit laggy. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about that. Let me see if there's anything I can do about on my router. Just kick everyone else off. I guess I could do that. Well, we'll say hello. We'll say hello to people. Good evening from Bolton, Lily. That's not even working either. I can't even click me buttons. Arg. Arg. Everything has ground to a halt. I can't even log into my own router. It's definitely my side, something's wrong. Well, if it's not laggy, and everything seems to be okay, I've got lots of red blinking lights everywhere. We might be back. Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me? Everything says it's okay. I've had to reboot everything. Now everything wants to update itself. Still a bit jumpy on the video, but not buffering. Audio is great. Good. Shh, he's not seen us. And the comments are working as well. Right. We're back. We're back with business. I'll have to do some live setup tasks. But that's no different to live cocking up a live stream. IT buggery that happened. Quamata, I've turned it off and on again. I've turned everything off and on again, and came back reasonably quickly, so we're not too bad. Okay, I'm just now being inundated with pop-ups of things. Update me! No, update me! So, hopefully we're okay. Anyway, how is everyone? I hope you're well. I can't see any of the earlier comments now, so sorry about that. It's always Windows friggin' updates. It always is Windows. Oh, it's come back again. It says it's not maintaining enough data. It's I'm going to pretend I can't see that and carry on regardless. Let's do another speed test just to double check. For those of you playing along at home with your own version of tasty drink or beverage, Hop Hut Summer Slam. Summer Slam, yeah, because it's summer. It's not summer. Oh, don't update. Stop updating. You're taking all my bandwidth. Get off my bandwidth. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations on 60k. Yeah, I did say when I got to 60k we'd do like a mega live stream. Internet disconnected. Internet. Why would you disconnect? So, I don't know whether anyone could hear me or see me, but we were going to do an extended live stream when I hit 60k. I didn't realise it was going to be today. So I don't know. Welcome to the 24-hour live stream, everyone. It's going to be 24 hours of stuttering because my internet's a wanker. So I don't know what's going on. Why do you torment me? We'll try anyway. Just run all the updates, we'll wait. I want them to stop. Do you know how much money I pay for internet? That's the one thing I'm precious about. I want good internet, and it's the one thing I don't get. Audio's good, but video keeps cutting out. Yeah, there's something going on. Because as soon as I rebooted, it came back up, and I was, yeah, you're getting 600 meg download, 100 odd upload. And now I can't even load another tab. Which means, let's think this through. IT professional me. Let's think this through. What could be causing that? Let's have a look at the network card. Is it on the stupid network card, or is it on the right one? So I'm connected to the internet, or you wouldn't see anything at all. But my download at the moment, it's like struggling to get to 1 megabit per second. So audio is working fine apparently, so I'll just talk to you all with my dulcet tones. 0.02 megabits per second download. The test can't be completed because of a problem with your network. Right. There's a button here that says diagnose network problems. Let's try that. I'm connected to the internet. I know. The quality might be low. You don't say. Right, I'm going to restart my network adapter and see if that makes any difference whatsoever. I may or may not return. Checked. Everything's plugged in. I'm connected to the internet. Do I need more help? I don't know. I just want it to work. Just work. That's all. I don't want help. I just want it to be fixed. For anyone that's new to the live stream, says Juggler, I just want to say, strap in. You get used to it. Thank you. Thank you to the hardcore who are... See, that's the problem. People are now used to this. There's like some kind of angry internet demon out there going, it's 5 to 9. Has anyone turned off Graham's internet yet? No. And then they run away and do it. We've got a quiz to do, and it's the end of month quiz, and there are several people that could win this. So what can we do? A 10-second router reboot, says someone. Well, the router is about a minute away from me because I'm in the dungeon garage and the router is way up there. So I've got my mesh extender up here. Let me see if that's doing funny things. It is. It's got an orange light. Ooh, ooh. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Don't say things like that, Mandy. That's when it will go wrong. You should tell me. You should tell me. Am I back? I don't know what. Is it wondering? Is it wondering? I have lost the power of speeching. I'm looking at the replay myself, and I'm still at the bit where I'm swearing at the router and giving it the V's. So I don't know if this is. Me not know what the F is going on? I think we're back. Or is it just me and I'm talking to myself just for a change? Hello, Graham. Remember when you pretended to be an IT person? But nothing ever works. Nothing works at all. Right. Oh, green lights. 90 megabits down. 80 megabits up. Hello, everybody. I think we're back. I think there is life. And it's not great. 85 down, 88 up. It's good enough. It's not great, but it's good enough. For those of you playing along, I have now broken into the drinks cabinet. Hop Hut SummerSlam, because it's summer, obviously. I guess that was why it was cheap, actually. I could use a drink. Can you see us? I can't. That's part of the problem. I have no idea if I'm just spouting off nonsense into the void. I don't know if you're all still talking amongst yourselves. Repeat these words. We can see... No, because you have to say that. Potato pizza. If you can see me. Someone do that. This is all a ruse to make us watch the adverts twice. If only. Sounds great. Don't want to jinx it. Is there life? Not between the ears. There is? Does that work? Potato pizza! Whew. Right, we got there in the end. Welcome everyone to Fishy Business. I even got the name right and everything. Right, now I have to start everything else. Can anyone remember the name of the programs I use? Because crickets won't work until I start. What do I have to start to make that work? Oh no. I have to start Streamlabs chatbot. So yes, we'll do that. We'll have some of that. That'll make all the things thing. All the things thing. I know what I mean. That'll make the comments work. If it eventually gets around. Thank you. Successfully connected. Right, so now if you type crickets or wake up or whatever, that should work. Okay, so we've got that. You can go away down there. I can see the comments. Silver Surfer, hello. No, ChatGPT couldn't help me with this one. Reddit is not the program I use. So we've got OBS. We've got... Wake up! Graham! Jesus. Wake up! Right. No, we're going to have to change that. That will scare the bejesus out of me. Have you rebooted Friends Reunited? Hi from Sweden for the third time. Sorry. OBS, Nightbot, Alexa. Haha. No. Right, I think we're good. Now all I need to do is get logged into the quiz, because I didn't delete it, I just logged out of it. And then we click on that button, and then we click on this button, presentation view. I had loads of moaning to do as well tonight. I was planning on having a good old moan. And now we're already at quiz time. I've not had enough time to moan about things. We're going to have to do live resizing as well, because that's not going to fit in there. Right. Wake up! Graham! Wake up! Oh god, how do I stop that? Right. We're playing the trust game here. This is the honour system. Only use that if I'm asleep. Because that comes in with quite a start. I don't know if you can hear it yourselves. Moaning, not boning. There'll be no boning on stream tonight. I will say that for 100,000 subscribers, not 60,000. Yes, so for 60,000 subscribers I said, oh, we'll have a 24-hour live stream. So, welcome. We're here. We're half an hour in. Does it count as part of the live stream if I was just rebooting things? So yeah, 24 hours starts now, and I'm drinking. This is going to go well. It's also the last weekend of October, so it's the final week of the quiz. For those of you that don't know, there used to be a button for quizzes. Is there still a button? Is this it? Does that do anything? Yeah, there you go. The Friday night quiz, which we will start. We'll give ourselves 10 minutes. So we'll start it at 9:40, let's say. A little bit later than usual to give myself a chance to get everything loaded up properly. But 20 questions. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Questions 10 and questions 20 are wagering questions, so you might want to use them if you're a bit lax on points. The points are tallied for the calendar month, so the most points at the end of the month wins the prize. And this is the week that decides it. So, one of the things I have to load up is the spreadsheet for some live spreadsheeting. No, not yet. To show you the current standings of the things. Don't tell me. No, we're alright. I thought I'd accidentally deleted my entire folder. But no, tis fine. Tis fine. So, these are the current standings. So in first place we've got Juggler, who is nearly 1,000 points ahead of False Inspector. Tash, Shadow, Mal, Elaine, still no stickers, who must change his name now because he has a shitload of stickers. SJH, Brian H and Bruce are all in the top 10. Mandy might be in the top 10 as well because she has name problems, so that might not go out. So yeah, you can all win tonight. There's lots of prizes up for grabs. And what do points make? What do points make? Prizes! They do indeed. I have to say a quick word of thanks, because last week on the Eliminator quiz, we had 2 winners on the Eliminator last week, both Scott and Adam. Adam's in for the trifecta. If he can beat False Inspector, I have to actually give him a prize. Adam, for his prize, decided to buy a thing from my merch shop, so that was delightful. Totally goes against the whole winning a prize thing, but hey, that was lovely. Thank you very much for that. Scott took the prize. That's fine. You're allowed to take the prize. But thanks for that. That was nice. Oh, sorry, we've got a question. Explain why there are forks in tanks. Why does everyone get so upset about this? I have had many a comment about the forks. Why have you got a fork in your tank? It's to hold down things that don't want to be held down. So in the Discus tank and the other tank, I employ an army of bristlenose plecos to just keep things clean and tidy and not let food. So sometimes food will get into places and can rot and foul the water a little bit. Whereas I find the bristlenose plecos specifically are like fish on a mission. They're like, if there's a food particle in here, I will hunt it down and I will take it out. And they will do their thing. And also, young ones especially will do quite well with algae and things like that. So they're my little helpers. And I don't like them to just have whatever everyone else is eating. So I will quite often put in a bit of courgette or, I don't know, some pepper or whatever it is. And I'll stab it into a fork and let it sink, and then they can eat from it. So that's what we're going for. If that makes sense. I've got to say it's pretty startling to me too, but also kind of worth it. Oh no, why did it have to be 24 hours this week? Well, if you're not in it, you can't win it. I've got half an hour in and I'm already making nonsensical statements. I'm not really doing 24 hours. I'm not prepared to do 24 hours. I have been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I can barely do 2 hours, never mind 24. I was thinking about it. There must be a way we can do some kind of event where it's not necessarily 24 hours. But who was it I was watching? I was watching something where this was genius marketing. I thought they were doing a stream event, and I think they ended up going for 5 days, and they were like literally 5 days, beginning to end, just one big stream. the guy was sleeping. They had a thing like my wake up thing, which was like people were taunting him and all that, but they made them pay money to use it. So it was like every time somebody wanted to, I can't remember what they called it, but if it, say it was the wake up thing, it would cost you like $1 or £1 or whatever. But he had planned it for like 6 hours or something. It was going to.
Oh, my balls.
Something's happened. Silver Creek Tommy, thank you very much for this super chat. For my beautiful face now. I don't hear that very often. Thank you very much. But they would use things like that. It must have been Twitch rather than YouTube, but it was, they were using donations or super chats to say, right, £1 adds on a minute, or £1 is 2 minutes, or something like that. And then they kept going for 6 days, and I was like, that's brilliant. People's capacity to wind each other up and be awful to each other and make this guy just continue to stream forever, but he gets paid for it. It's like, brilliant. So we might do that. Yeah, so I won't stop at 11 tonight. £10, every £10 donated in super chat gets an extra minute. As if anyone would go for that. We need a well done juggler. I think there's a congratulations which just usually goes to juggler. Jenna found it a bit loud and she was not near my phone. It is loud, yes, scary loud. There must be a thing we can do with that. It seemed to be louder than the other ones as well. So the volume of everything else is 100, but the volume of Wake Up is 150. That'll be it. Let's dial that back a wee bit so I don't put myself live on stream. Why won't you do it? There we go. Let's see if that goes. So let's give you the link tit quiz. I'll put that in there. So those of you that want to play along to the quiz, that is the link. You'll have to watch the stream while helping. Yeah, if I was doing a 24-hour stream, you're allowed to go to bed yourself. You don't all have to stay here for 24 hours. The forts are to hold down all that wood the pleckles eat. Yeah. Fishpam Link, thank you very much. Join as a member for exclusive benefits like extra emojis and stuff. Brilliant. Wake up! Graham, wake up! Yeah, dear. Hours 48 would be a chat full of wake up. So that was an in-joke that if I was going to start doing the 24-hour live stream tonight with a beer full of fridge, as well as a lovely present from my darling wife for our anniversary, a bottle of Jim Beam, this would not end well, and I would definitely need a few wake-ups. Please can I have the quiz link again? You can. Here it is. We'll be doing that in a couple of minutes, so we've got some time. One name for Tommy, hint Tommy, yes Tommy, you. Can we play Will It Glitch and you give us extra points? Oh. It shouldn't, famous last words, it shouldn't glitch tonight. I've got a new system. That's definitely going to glitch now. A beer full of fridge, is that what I said? Sorry, I have had one beer. And I've been a bit flustered. I'm a bit hot and red. And open new door. It's like super spooky in Sheffield tonight. There's loads of fog and it's misty and just looks yucky. A beer full of fridge. I knew what I meant. A fridge full of beer. Let's just say we're well stocked tonight. Let me get rid of that. So, oh God, look at that shoddy workmanship. Let's get that properly resized. Live resizing. Everybody loves live resizing. There we go. I'll give you all a little hint, since it's the last episode of October. There is a repeat question this week. See if we can get it right. We've had another super thing. Lisa, thank you very much for the super chat. So, what did I say? 2 minutes a pound? 2 minutes a dollar? So that's 4 we've had, so I have to stay an extra 8 minutes tonight. You could also get extra points if you nominate the question that hasn't got the right answers. That might be the one I'm talking about. My fish shed is 10 pounds less dust. That's an actual poop ton as a proper measure of it. Yeah. But I've been doing a lot of talking about poop recently, so that was one of the things I wanted to have a moan about as well. I made a couple of videos this week about very poo-centric this week. I've also had some toilet issues. Remember Poonami? We almost had a repeat of Poonami this week, but not quite as bad. Right, I think we're about ready to start the countdown. If everybody's in, we've only got 17 people in, so are we sure everybody that wants to play is going to play? This is your chance. If you want to play the quiz, anybody in the top 20, I think, has a chance to win. And there's your people. If you see your name there somewhere, see how many points you've got, because it has happened before. Juggler has scored 0 on a number of occasions. Even this month, I think he scored 0 once. Where's Juggler? Yeah, the first week of the month he scored 0. If that happens to these guys, then everybody else has got a chance. So, you know. Well, I convinced one more person to play with that one, so there we go. Let's get ready. I almost said let's get physical. Starting the singing already, early. The poo worm is still grossing me out, and me as well. And that we'll talk about this after the quiz. Save the poo chat to later. Lisa's in. There we go. Good. Good luck, everybody. Question 1. Let's try this one again. What sort of habitat would you use to house aquatic, semi-aquatic, and terrestrial animals? Well, if you were here last week, this is a bit of an in-joke, where almost everybody got it right, but except me, and I was the one setting the question. Although there's quite the spread of answers on this one, so we've got 6 people going for riparium, 1 terrarium, 8 paludariums, and 3 aquariums. Where the answer is paludarium. Boop boop boop. And using the same website that people didn't like, just to prove it. It's the only one that includes that was right, wasn't it? Yeah. It's the only one that has sometimes for all of them. So, and yes, we can now just argue that that's wrong, and I'm fine with that. So, how did everyone do? SJH, Laurie Carey Day, and Timbo in the top 3 early on. Well done. I got it right last week and wrong this week because my brain was confused. I thought a lot of people would be like, he's playing us, he's going to do. I did consider making all of them the right answer just to give you some free points. But there you go. Question 2. Pick out the X-ray tetra, Pristella maxillaris. Is it A, X-ray, B, CAT scan, C, MRI, or D, visual inspection? All of the internet is wrong. Even the true things once posted on the internet become wrong. You're not wrong. Or at least arguable about. So, what do we think there? We've got a bit of a spread. Most people thinking it was MRI Tetris. Tetris? Got Tetris on the brain. It was, in fact, D, visual inspection. That is the X-ray tetra. C was... I've immediately forgotten what C was. Let me see if I can find it. I did have this down earlier. Professional. I'm a professional. The Hyphesobricon bentosi, or the Bentos tetra. Is that meant to be the Buenos Aires tetra? Bentosi tetra? Bentosi. There you go. That's what it is. SGH staying in the lead. Professional. I am. I since got a prize of some of my favourite fish food, the soft artemia, but I'd run out of labels, so I just wrote one with a Sharpie on the back. Label. Stuff. Question number 3. Which singer stayed nice and dry all the way to the top of the Billboard charts in 2007 with her hit single Umbrella, Ella, Ella? Was it Rihanna, Christina Aguilera, Pink, or Alicia Keys? %100 of people felt it was Rihanna. It was clearly Christina Aguilera Rihanna. I know. Well done, everyone. Ella, Ella, A, etc. SJH maintaining that lead at the top. Everyone doing well. Loads of stickers. He's changed his name. Yes, I finally sent Skinzarno loads of stickers. Catching up. So if you're due a prize, I have officially forgotten about it because I posted out loads of stuff this week. Question number 4. Fierce former NFL running back Marshawn Lynch demolished many a defender, earning the moniker blank mode in the process. Is it beast mode, rage mode, turbo mode, or crazy mode? Old crazy mode Marshawn Lynch. What do we think? Some more sports ball questions for all you sports fans. Most people thinking it was beast mode. It was, in fact, beast mode. Barbarossa making an appearance in the top 3. Question number 5. Which professional sport did Tim Horton play prior to opening his namesake coffee and donut chain in 1964? This made me think of this because I thought Tim Hortons was only in America, but I saw one in Sheffield. I don't get out much. That was like my exciting thing for that day. I was like, oh, Tim Hortons, I've heard of that. Did he play baseball, football, hockey, or basketball? He played hockey, and I pressed the wrong button. 8 of you thought it was hockey. 8 of you were right. SJH missed out on that one. He looks like a hockey survivor. Not in America. Tim Hortons is Canadian. Oh, yeah, I suppose. There you go. I even got it wrong at the same time. Question 6. Which of these beloved children's books was penned by James Bond author Ian Fleming? A Bear Called Paddington, Around the World in 80 Days, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or The Borrowers? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang being the leader. And that's the answer. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, The Magical Car was originally published in 3 volumes in 1964, more than a decade after Ian Fleming introduced his beloved secret agent James Bond. Now you know. Stevie P takes a 7-point lead over Timbo. Mal making a rare appearance in the top 3. I don't mean that to sound like I say that to Brian. I was like, Brian making a top appearance in the top 3. I'm just trying to make it sound exciting with my Quizmaster voice. Question 7. What is the only galaxy besides the Milky Way that's visible to the naked eye from Earth? Is it the Sunflower Galaxy, the Sombrero Galaxy, Andromeda, or Cosmos Redshift? Rumour has it the Child Catcher is based on Tolkien. That's pretty much the only thing I can remember about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, is that there was a car and a child catcher. What do we think? Oh, 2 Cosmos Redshifts and 19 Andromedas, which is quite good for 20 players. Oh no, there's 21. It is the Andromeda Galaxy. Depending on the amount of light pollution in a particular area, the Andromeda Galaxy is sometimes visible from Earth. I managed to get a good picture of it once. I have no idea where that picture is. Stevie P stays up first. Top 3 unchanged. Tash outside the top 11. Top 10 at 11th. I struggle with basic speaking sometimes. Question 8. According to the US Postal Service, what is Santa's official address at the North Pole? Is it 123 Candy Cane Lane, Elf Road, Arctic Avenue, or St. Nick Street? Juggler not in the top 3. I know, Jack. Nice to see you. He has not made it into the top 3 yet, but you know, the night is young. There's still time. And as this is a 24-hour mega stream, we might run a few quizzes tonight. 123 Candy Cane Lane seems to be the most popular answer, but you will be shocked to learn 123 Elf Road is the answer. According to the USPS, United States Postal Service, Santa lives at 123 Elf Road, North Pole, 88888. The New York City post offices alone receive around 500,000 letters every year for Santa. So, only 2 people scoring points there. Texas Tom, well done. Who was the other? The suspense is killing us. And Noshalot with a 7-point answer. That's a Googled answer. Question 9. Which of these Asian nations God. Come on, Graham, you can do it. It's just speaking. Which of these Asian nations rests in the shadow of this iconic mountain? Is it Singapore, South Korea, Japan, or Vietnam? Wake up! Graham, wake up! Right, we had a deal, people. Only when I'm asleep. The answer is, according to you lot, Japan. And is Japan. SKP. So it's the 3-letter acronym names that are doing well tonight. SKP into first, SJH into second, False Inspector in third. Where is our current leader? Juggler down in 12th, being beaten by his daughter. Oof. Okay, so yes, it was Mount Fiji, obviously. I sounded like I was drifting off reading that question, so it's fair play. Okay, yeah, good point. I'm very tired. I've been up for a long time. Question 10. Remember, this is the halfway point, so you are gambling on question 10. If you don't gamble, you can't lose anything, but you also can't win anything. So, good luck, everyone. Some celebrity trivia for you. In the loosest of terms. Which of these celebrities has never commercially endorsed a product? Is it Adele, Cher, Lady Gaga, or Madonna? While you think about that, I shall go and get my next refreshment. Adele, Cher, Lady Gaga, or Madonna? Tricky one, as demonstrated by the answers. So 6 people saying Adele, 8 saying Cher, 1 for Lady Gaga, and 4 for Madonna. The answer is Adele. She's one of the highest paid women in music, but Adele declines all endorsement offers out of personal choice. Whereas the rest of them have all done Pepsi or Coke or whatever. What's that done to the points? Oh, all change at the top. Timbo in number 1 place. Tash in second. Mal in third. Oh, Juggler with 0 points. Laurie Carey Day with 0 points. Lots of people with 0 points. Jack in fourth. Texas Tom with 3. Stevie P with 0 points. Bruce with 0 points. Ouch. That's all we can say is ouch. Scott says, I lost half my points and still moved up. That's a leveler, this wagering question. Right, question 11. Here we go. What family hires the titular nanny in the 1964 musical Mary Poppins? Is it the Banks family, the Bennett family, the Darling family, or the March family? Imbibement number 2 is Splashdown by Northern Monk, a tropical IPA. What do we think? Can anyone remember? Do you remember watching any of the Mary Poppins films, plays, over the years? My Fish Tank Aquatics, hello, how we doing? Alright, you all thought it was the Banks family because it was the Banks family. Well done. Timbo, Tash and Mal all getting that one correct. Ooh. That's nice. Darling Family's Peter Pan. Yep. They sing their name in the song. Well, I do put in some easy questions. You lot are never happy. Always moaning it's too hard, too easy. I used the wrong answer. The quiz is broken. Ugh. Question 12. What classic rock band composed the rock opera Tommy, which follows a deaf and blind pinball champion? I think you'll find he's deaf, dumb and blind, this pinball champion. Is it Led Zeppelin, The Who, The Kinks or Black Sabbath? He sure plays a mean pinball, this guy. Quite a strong leaning towards The Who on that one. 'Tis indeed The Who. The Who's Tommy in 1969 tells the story of the titular deaf, dumb and blind pinball player who becomes a messianic figure. The album was adapted into a film and stage play. There you go. Did Tommy get that one right, as it was his namesake and favourite band? Pardon me. Texas Tom did indeed. 81 seconds. Not the fastest. Tash was fast off the mark on that one. 88 pointer. Along with SKP. Right. Question number 13. Who sings Nobody Does It Better theme song to the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me? Nobody does. No singing tonight. Not until beer 12. Was it Carly Simon, Nancy Sinatra, Carole King, or Shirley Bassey? Diamonds are forever. No singing. Who sings Nobody Does It Better? If you're in the UK, who sings the B&Q theme song? Quite the spread. The answer was Carly Simon. Tash missed that out, but remains in second place. Well done, Bruce. I think Rebecca and Stevie P may have rage quit by this point. Question 14. If a worker is being assisted by a famulus, what type of work are they likely doing? Are they a magician, an animal trainer, a food vendor, or a bricklayer? A famulus. Who does a famulus help? I try to have a mix of knowable, guessable, and no frickin' clueable. This was a no frickin' clueable, I imagine. Well, I think it was, because only 4 of you got it right. It was a magician. A magician's assistant is a famulus. Now you know. Timbo and Tash missing that, so Mal takes second place. Only a few people scored on that one. Loads of stickers. Jack, well done, got on that one. SKP got it. I have had family members who were magicians and I've never heard that word. I don't know if I've never heard that word either, I must admit. It was in me book of trivia, so I went with it. Oh, do I mean magic? Oh, I don't know. Like proper Wiccan and wizards and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a poor excuse as a quizmaster. I have no backup. I do have backup information. Though famulous can be used as a general term for an assistant, it specifically applies to someone working for a magician or scholar. I'm sure we can do better than that. The Order Famulous, Warhammer thing. Okay, this seems to be way more Warhammery than magician-y. No, I don't want to know about famous magicians. I'm searching for famulous magician. Okay, that could just be nonsense, I guess. Let's go with that. Question 15, moving swiftly on. What is the northernmost of the US Great Lakes? Is it Huron, Erie, Ontario, or Superior? Huron, Erie, Ontario, Superior. Good job your search history. Say, oh god, I didn't even think about that. I do search some strange things every now and again. I mean, a person comes here and searches some strange things every now and again. I guessed on this one because the top one's the bigger one. Is that going to get you some points? 8 people are hoping so. And they're right. Mal moving into second place. Timbo and Tash not making any progress on this one. Go gadget deduction. Question 16. Here we go. This is the flag of which European country? Denmark, Iceland, Finland, or Norway? Damn flags. There's another flag question coming, so maybe not in this quiz, but soon in a quiz. Bit of a mix there. People don't know their Scandinavian type flags. It was in fact Iceland, the country rather than the shop. Ooh, Tash making a move now. The only one in the top 3 to get that one right. Jack got it with 90 points. That was fast, Jack. Question 17. What is the collective term for a group of ferrets? Is it a concern, an affair, a business, or a consortium? What do you call a group of ferrets? This is a bit of a trick question. Not really, but sort of. 8 people for business, and business is the right answer, but a group of ferrets historically were known as a busyness to describe their manic activity, and over time that got changed into business. So it used to be a busyness of ferrets and became a business, which Timbo knew. Rebecca knew. Did anyone else know that one? Yeah, a few of you did. Well done. Zenny just outside the top 10 as we move into the final few questions. Here we go, question 18. Which of these is the proper term for a rabbit's jumping and twisting in the air as a sign of happiness? Is it a rabbit's binky, a rabbit's popple, a rabbit's wobble, or a rabbit's flomp? What's that called? Is that a binky? Is it a popple, a wobble, or a flomp? I wasn't aware they had named this particular move, but they all could apply in my book. I don't think anyone knew that one, given the spray of answers. Except possibly Tommy. Because it is indeed a binky. A binky is not very common in wild rabbits, but in house rabbits, it's a sign of comfort and happiness. There you go. Loads of stickers. The highest ranked player to get that one right. Rebecca got it, Tommy got it, SGH and Juggler got it. Juggler in 14th place. We just take a quick moment to remind ourselves of the standings overall. Got Juggler in 1st place. Tash in 3rd place. Oh, we could see some movement at the top tonight. Definitely. So I'm going to combine live spreadsheeting and live resizing. Take that. Sorry. Question 19. Penultimate question, everyone. Are we ready? Here we go. What rock band shivered their way up the Billboard's charts in 1977 with the single Cold as Ice? They were willing to sacrifice. Was it Journey, REO Speedwagon, Toto, or Foreigner? Everyone born this century's given it. What the who? What? When? Oh, a bit of a leaning towards Foreigner because they have the correct answer. You're as cold as ice. Timbo's not willing to sacrifice. Nor's Mile. Tash in 3rd. Texas Tom in 14th. Got that one. As did Jack. Well done, Jack. Zenny guessed right, I guess, there. And the final question, remember, another one where you get to wager your points. If I just move my big coupon out the way, you can see how many points people have got. So Timbo's got 1,324. He could play safe, wager no points, and hope that everyone else gets it wrong. Or who knows? What can we do? What can we do? Last question. Good luck. Do you know your Star Wars trivia? That might be nothing to do with the question, but I wouldn't do that to you. Question 20. Han Solo claimed that this iconic Star Wars ship made the legendary Kessel Run in 12 seconds? Parsecs? Leagues? Days? Which one was it? It's a trick question. Because it's a measure of distance, not a measure of time. Huh? I don't get that. Right, well, what do we think? That's 15 confident people saying parsecs. Oh, because parsecs is a measure of... Ah, right, okay, I get you. I get you. Indeed, 15 people got that right, so what has that done to the final standings? Let's have a looky-see. A looky-see. In third place we have Tash with 2,138 points. Mal with 2,074 points. And their winner tonight, Timbo! Well done, Timbo. That is a fantastic score. And Mal, 15 questions correctly, Mal. You got more questions correct than Tim did. You just must have taken a little bit longer or bet unwisely. Timbo takes it, Mal in second, Tash in third, Jack only 12 correct but still managed to get fourth. And then all the rage quitters at the bottom, or unlucky people. So, now we get to do the bit that everybody loves. We get to do the live spreadsheetings. So, I'll export the player rankings. I'll open the player rankings. We'll bring up the spreadsheet. I said we'll bring up the spreadsheet. I said we'll bring up, there we go. Bring up the spreadsheet and delete that column. Copy those two. Copy that. Copy. Move into week 4. Paste the numbers. And what's that done to... No, wrong button. What's that done to the scores for October? Tash has taken it over Juggler, who is second place. False Inspector makes it into third, not quite beating Juggler. Mal in fourth. Shadow fifth. SJH takes sixth place. Bruce, welcome to the 7th, temporarily. Zenny McGinger, you have an extra 481 points to add on because of your name thing, so that probably puts you into 6th, maybe, or 7th. Timbo in 9th, Elaine in 10th. What do we think of that? What do we think? Everyone happy with their performance? Don't save that, I don't care about that. I haven't cocked up anything. Why didn't I read the hint? I've got more points betted. Why is my bar line on green? I think that's because you got one of the people who got most questions correctly. Go Timbo! Well done, Timbo. Just not good enough. You must have missed a week or so. I squeaked into the top 10. You did indeed. Juggler says, see what happens when we swap usernames, Mal. Ah, dear. Same again next month. 5th for Scott. Not bad. No, indeed. So, Tash, I have it on good authority that your pink towel is coming for last month's win. And then wasn't there something else I had to do? So, like, you're like 3 months in now. I think you've got a big prize coming. So we'll see if we can sort something out. Not a dog. We'll see if we can sort something out though. That's a nice prize. I'm happy to be back in the live spreadsheet bracket. Still no stickers name change. Oh yeah, good point. So Still No Stickers has got loads of stickers. So we've got an extra 1,046 to add to Still No Stickers. Where's Still No Stickers? That takes you into the 3,000s as well. So yeah, not enough to challenge for the lead, but yeah, you've got an extra. Is it enough? No, gets you just into 4th, 4,000. So you're not quite. Jack, you did the same thing. You're JT keeping fish, and then you've got a Jack, but your JT keeping fish has 0 points, so yeah. So, name changes included. Make no difference, I'm afraid. This is Tashi's all the way. She's just asking for food. What, like a kebab? Oh, fish food. That makes more sense, Graham. Think these things through before you speak. Right. Let me clean up my desktop while we sort this out. Why won't you go away? I don't... Oh. So, Mal says he's asking for a 3D printed fry tray if I ever... Well, you could just ask for one. I'll be happy to send you one as well. But yeah, if you win, that can be your prize. Tommy's favourite thing, the live spreadsheeting. Thank God you're fast. My ADHD sees this. It's like a kaleidoscope. Sorry, no more spreadsheeting for the evening. Unless, of course, we get bored somewhere into this 24-hour live stream and decide to do some live spreadsheeting just to keep us awake. For now, though, what did I say we had? We've had super chats for £8, or 8 units, we'll call them. So that's... No, it's 4 units, so 8 minutes extra. So we're currently running to 11:08. And I suspect at the moment most of that will be ranting about poo. For the moment though, there's 40 some odd people here, but only 23 likes. I have to give you this every week. A little bit of a chat about, come on people, it's free to join. You just play along, it's all free. But you have to give it a like or a dislike, so hopefully you've chosen one of those things, and we do that. You can, to be clear, I'm not doing a 24-hour live stream tonight anyway. I doubt I'll do one ever. But next week would be the time to do it, because I'm on holiday next week, so I could train myself, stay up really late Thursday night, sleep through most of Friday, and do like a live stream. Start early on a Friday, go all through the night, all through the day, and just not drink beer, obviously, otherwise I'd get halfway through the night and just go kaboom, dead. We'll see. And we haven't discussed fish, worms and poop yet. Yeah, well, so the Eliminator is coming shortly. What time are we at? 22:21. That's okay. Yeah, so I made a video this week, and I did invite everyone in the comments to come along to the live stream. Not obviously, live streams aren't for everyone, but the amount of comments that I got was, "You've got worms." I have not got worms. I'll have you know. I probably do, but just the way people make comments is just so rude sometimes. And uncouth. I'm trying now to load up my comments, but it's on a go slow again. Hopefully this isn't going to break anything. So I had comments from all kinds of people saying, I can't believe you've not wormed these. You've definitely got worms. You need to separate that fish. It's got worms. That big poo isn't a poo. It's white, it's worms, so it's just all this going on and on. And I'm like, I started going, okay, heck off the lot of you, it's not got that. And I decided to make a video this morning. I thought, because, and the reason was, and I get it, because when I didn't notice it at the time, but when I went back, like, what are they all looking at? The poop that was coming out did look white and stringy, but in real life, it was jet black and thick and healthy. So a good, healthy, girthy poo. Which was why I was laughing at it at the time, because I was like, oh, that's a good poo. And as I say in the video today, yeah, when you keep Discus, you get a bit obsessed with poops, and because that's often a sign of things going wrong. That was not a sign of things going wrong. So my plan was, I'll get some of that poop, I'll put it under the microscope, I'll show everyone it not having worms, and then I'll make this head movement throughout the rest of the video about how I was right and you're all wrong, and maybe you should think before you comment, and maybe you should think, I'll give that guy a bit of credit, he's been keeping Discus for more than 20 years, he should know a little bit about it. Now obviously I got the microscope out and went, oh shit, there's worms everywhere. So I had to eat a little bit of humble pie and say, okay, yeah, I was wrong. But I maintain that the sign that everyone was saying, you've got worms, that fish's got worms. No. They're just repeating the same old mantra and the same old bollocks of, well, if you've got a big poo, it's because you've got worms. Every fish has worms. I guarantee every fish has worms. I guarantee you have worms, I have worms, dogs have worms, birds have worms. It's a fact of life. Everything has worms. Just because you see a big poo in a fish does not mean you have worms to a problematic level, which is a very different thing. It's not necessarily you have parasitic worms that are killing your fish. It's just, yeah, worms are in poop. It's life. That's what happens. But I could never get that point across in a video, so I don't have the vocabulary or the scientific background to be able to make that point. So I had to go, do you know what? Yeah, fine, we've got worms. I have moved from the camp of, I used to be in the camp of, I'm not going to treat for worms until I see worms, but I've moved to the camp of, I'm going to treat for worms every now and again anyway, because like I say, everything has worms and sometimes they get out of control. And it got to the point where I had lost a couple of fish because of it, so I thought, right, I'm going to get in there and sort it out. So I kind of had to take my slice of humble pie and say, yeah, fine, it is worms. I'm never going to convince you that you were wrong to point it out on that video, because that isn't a sign of those worms. But at the end of the day, I've always wanted to worm them anyway, and I think it's probably good for them, so I did. That was the end of it. But the rest of the comments in there, I'm like, oh my god, it set me off on a... So I read all those comments, and it set me off on a... Why do people... What makes people... What... I think I counted 5 different comments from different people saying... I can't even remember how many times I said in the video, but they said, Discus that size need to eat. And one of them said 5 times a day, one of them said 8 times a day, one of them said 10 to 12 times a day. Like, 5 people as if they're the most confident person in the world saying, oh my god, you complete moron, why are you not feeding your fish? Insert random number times a day. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to those comments, because I can't think of a way to call you as stupid as I think you are for saying that doesn't include enough swear words to get me banned. Because that is the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard. And again, it's just repeating the same old trope of small discus need to be fed several times a day, which is true. They are not small discus, they are juvenile discus. There's a very big difference between discus fry from the various stages of regulars to free swimming to getting away from the parents and all that. When they're that size, yes, they do need lots of feeds a day. When they're that size, no, you're a moron. And it's a stupid thing to say, and I hope some of you are here now and we can have this debate if you want. This is a 24-hour live stream, so I've got plenty of time. It's a stupid thing to say you need to feed 8 times a day. If I feed 1 flake 8 times a day, or I feed 2 handfuls of flakes twice a day, who's giving more nutrition? It doesn't make any sense. The same with the people who come on, and I still get it to this day. I've got a couple of videos that are all about discus or whatever it is, and I still get people to this day commenting, you should only feed however much your discus will eat in 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm going to have to go on the mute button. Sorry. And it's nonsense. I've had dozens, if not hundreds, of discus. Every single one of them has been a grazer. Every single person I've spoken to that keeps discus, their fish graze. They take an hour. They don't... If I was to feed my fish and then sweep it all up 5 minutes later, the amount of food that I'd go through, oh, it's just properly stupid. And I hate that, just repeating like rote something they've heard from someone else who heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else who was an idiot. Discus, especially. Put food in, they go, oh, look at that food. Is anyone watching? I might just go and have a wee It is food. I'll hang back here for a while. Oh, it's blown away. I'll wait until it goes under that plant, and then no one will see me, and I'll go and have some more. You're like, so again, we talked about this last week. I'm caught in that place of wanting to invite the comments because it's good for the algorithm, and at the same time wanting to go, idiot, shut up, let's have a fight. So anyway, that's my point. I'm going to have to mute again because I'm having a coughing fit now. Oh dear, and breathe. Right, okay. Sorry, I'm miles behind now. Probably everyone disagreeing with me, going, "No, you're wrong, Graham. You're the idiot." To be fair, the size of the worm in the poo, you'd need a bloody good eyesight to see that. Yeah, because some of the comments were, that's not poo, that's worms coming out of your fish. And I'm like, what? If the worm was that size, I think I might notice and go, that's something else going on. If you see the magnification, that's not a word, the magnification to see that, and that bit of poo was microscopical under a microscope, and so the worm was even hard to see there. You couldn't see that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Parasite, yeah, because there are certain diseases like immediately forgotten all of them, where you can actually see the worms coming out of the fish. That is not the type of worms that they've got there, but that is an argument I can't win on the internet. Is it normal for fish to have a low level worm load? I think so. I'm not enough of an expert to argue that, but my belief is that everything in the world has worms to a certain degree. If you look close enough, small enough, you're going to see them. Rebecca says yes, so I'm going to go with that. Yes. Parasites are friends that go with you everywhere. Mandy's now debating pipping onto a microscope slide. That's when the 24-hour live stream goes really wrong, when I start getting extra slides out for my... No, stop talking. Okay. Do you know what's good for humble pie? A teaspoon, so we can relish in watching you eat it. I was kind of biting my lip a little bit. I don't know if you could notice this, but I actually filmed it, the bit where I'm standing in front of the tank, and then showed, so I've got some poo, and then I thought, well, I'm still in this angle, I'll do the end as well, fully expecting to say, see, you've got no worms. I had to go back and reshoot that bit and go, oh, shit, okay, there was worms. That was the most galling part of that, was sitting editing it going, can't use you, buddy. No. Bye, idiot Graham. I wonder if it's because people think about traditional ideas of when to eat. People need to eat 3 times a day. Yeah, we do know that's not true, and it is. Feeding frequency is complex because there's so many variables to it that you can't just have such a simple statement that doesn't include covering all the variables. Well, feed 5 times a day. Feed what? Feed generic goldfish flake 5 times a day. Feed high quality soft Artemia pellet 5 times a day. Feed 1 pellet 5 times a day. Feed 200 pellets 5 times. What are you talking about? It makes no sense. Just stop saying things just for the sake of saying things. In fact, come to my videos and say things just for the sake of saying things, because it's good for the algorithm and it just winds me up a little bit, but I'll learn to live with that. There is the only generic thing I like about feeding in Discus is feed more than you think, because they do, in my experience, need lots of food, so they always eat more. Especially when I see other people who haven't kept Discus before and they see me feeding my fish, they're like, "What? Have you got shares in that company that sells that food?" And I'm like, "Yeah, me." But they do eat a lot, but they also graze. It's just, I don't know where this thing about feed as much as you can do in 5. That's one of my number 1 pet hates. You can see a top 5 pet hates video in my future. They eat the size of their eye-ish. Well, I don't know. Cause you get big fish that don't have proportionally big eyes. So again, I just don't like the generic statements. That's probably fine. I just don't know if I like it. I really have issues I don't have any issues with overfeeding. I don't think I've ever overfed a Discus. The only things that I'm worried about with overfeeding is if they don't ever get round to it, that it can start to fill the water. But I have my tanks set up in such a way that any food that's left over will get hoovered up by someone. So the only real concern is if something's eating something faster than a Discus, that the Discus don't get a chance to get it. That's what I'm looking out for, rather than give them I made a fat fish. I've never made a fat fish from overfeeding, and I don't think many people have. The thing with overfeeding is they're using the wrong foods or too much food, and just it's a poor maintenance issue rather than an overfeeding issue. I don't know. They probably don't even have exactly, but some of them were Discus keepers. But I could tell, or they had Discus in their name. But I could tell because I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the Facebook groups. I've been on the forums before all this was a thing, and it's the same crap that used to get peddled back then, just repeated exactly. There's nothing behind it. It's clearly I heard someone else say this, so I've been doing it for a while, so I'm going to say it as well. You're like, oh, okay. So it's nice, but it's not right. Discus are so slow. They're really slow, and that's why the 5-minute thing. I don't know where that's come from. I haven't spoken to anyone that keeps Discus that says that. Yet it continually pops up in comments and things. I'm like, what is? Right, sorry, I'm miles behind again. Is the remove after 5 minutes things a layover from unfiltered tanks? I think it's so I'll finish that comment. Surely the healthy biofilter, then any possible small spike from leaving it in would be taken care by the bacteria. Possibly. I think it's a hangover from two things potentially. Either it's for when undergravel filters were the thing, that if you left it too long, it would make its way down to the undergravel filter and the fish couldn't get at it, you couldn't get it out, and therefore it would start to fill the water. Or as a kind of general catch-all bit of advice for new fish keepers, like, feed what they'll feed in 5 minutes. You can't go that wrong. Do it more times a day if they look hungry. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know where it came from, but that would be my guess. Because undergravel filters, as much as I don't mind an undergravel filter, but that could be the thing that it does tend to draw things into the substrate or and it starts to fill that way. And unless you're getting in there and giving it a good clean, it could be easier to start. That's the one. Columnaris, the worms that you can see. That's from ages. That's how far back I am. Sorry. Source, yes, maybe that's. But then there's nothing I can say that doesn't make me look like a dick. So I kind of have to just go, or just ignore it. Right, shall we get on with, before they get to the end of the stream, because we're miles behind. Sorry if I haven't quite got anything, if I've missed anything. Google thinks those worms were Aeoliosoma. Oh, there you go. I thought they were like the... I don't know. I don't know what they were. The point that I'm trying to make now to you, to my friends, is that they're the type of worms that just exist. They're not the type of worms that are causing problems necessarily. But as I am now in the camp of, I think you should worm your fish regularly just to make sure they don't start picking up something that is a problem or becomes a problem. The 5-minute rule is to keep newbies from... Yeah, it could be. I think that's... There's lots of rules that... Like the 1 inch per tank. 1 inch per tank rule. That's not a rule, Graham. What are you on about? The 1 inch per gallon rule. The 5-minute rule. All these things that on the face of it you think, oh, well, I suppose, yeah, if you always use the most common denominator of everything. But the 1 inch per gallon rule means you could have a 10-inch fish in a 10-gallon tank, and that wouldn't work. So it only works when you're talking about tetras or guppies or something like that. And so while they're probably there to just be little nice easy things that roll off the tongue that can be applied generally and be generally right, and then some pedantic twat like me comes along and goes, but no, that wouldn't work for an Oscar. So yeah, you're probably right. I just left a comment on one of your latest videos. Let's confuse everyone. Oh dear. So I definitely don't want you all to start arguing with these people either. Is this your comment? You need to feed 1,500 times a day, as much as you can put in the tank in 1 hour, 12 times a day. Exactly, and that's my point. Someone telling me that if I say I feed 3 or 4 times a day, I can't even remember what I said, but I think I generally am feeding 3-4 times a day with those fish, because I'll come down in the morning, and as soon as the lights come on, I'll give them some frozen food, and then around lunchtime I'll give them some pellets, and then I'll go for maybe some live food if I've got some. My worm farm is getting back up again, so that's doing well. I'll give them another feed, and then I'll give them another feed of pellets or frozen before the lights go off again. So that's like 3 or 4 feeds they're getting a day. But a decent amount. It's like a poof, you're getting an amount, and it's going. So it's not a small amount, and they're just like throwing in 3 or 4 pellets. It's like a poof, there's a good handful, have at it, and they go at it and they take it all. And I do my water changes. I tend to do my water changes last thing on the grow out tanks there, and there's not that much that's getting sucked back up again that they haven't had. I guarantee my 3 or 4 feeds is more food than the 7 or 8 feeds that the 7 or 8 person, or the 10 feeds that the 10 feed person's saying. One of them was even going on about they should still be on baby brine shrimp, and I'm like, no, baby brine shrimp's like dust at that point. I'd need to do entire batches per fish. It's never going to work like that. Right, so we'll try and catch up, because, as Mandy says, is the Eliminator ever going to happen? The Eliminator is going to happen. And I shall post the link to the Eliminator, which is a new link, meaning I guarantee, touching wood, that it won't fail. Guarantee it won't fail. So if you want to play the Eliminator, as you know, the Eliminator is only 10 questions. If you get all 10 correct, you win a prize that I will eventually send to you. Yeah, so I caught up on all my prizes this week, so I think I've sent out everything other than Tash/Juggler's prizes. There's been a bit of a snafu with the printing, but the pink towel's on its way to me, I think. And then I'll send it out to you with your extra food. If anyone else is owed a prize that hasn't got them, feel free to email me. You don't feel bad about it. You're not pestering me. I'm trying to keep everything above board. I'm just rubbish at remembering things. There's a couple of new comments on that video about the eggs of the worms, and that's all bollocks. It's not. There's not those kind of. No, it's not those kind of worms. And what worms are laying eggs? So it's not. So the majority of those worms, that type of worm, multiply by division. They're not building nests and laying eggs. I know some worms do that, but it's just one of those things where I'm a bit like, oh, stop going on about it. But thank you for your comment. It's a very fine line to try and tread this, you know. Am I excluded on this one as I won last? Nope. Everyone's welcome with the Eliminator. Everyone can have a go. Sometimes the dogs get a rabbit's ear. This is a natural dewormer, apparently. I did not know that. I'm not sure if there's something similar for our fish. I don't know. There must always be something that eats something, but I don't know what it is. And that's why I used to be in the only worm if you see worms camp, because I didn't like putting things in tanks. I don't even use like stuff to dechlorinate the water. I'd rather not put the chlorine in the first place, which is why I run HMAs everywhere. But with the worming stuff, I've never seen it cause a problem. If anything, it's reinvigorated fish that were a bit off their food. Or not even off their food, it's just after that worming treatment, I've always seen fish be ravenous. So it's always been a positive whenever I've used it. So that's probably why I was happy to jump ship and change from one camp to the other, as well as losing fish from not worming quick enough. Yes, Scott, go for multiple wins. All meds are made in the same labs. Fish, dogs, humans, just different doses. Yeah, a lot of people use cat or dog dewormer pellets, just more highly diluted. I'm not clever enough to work it out. I feel a bit safer just using the one where I can read the packet and go, okay, 1 gram per 1,000 gallons or whatever, and just do that. Right. Presentation view. Let's get ready with the Eliminator. We have 16 players for the Eliminator. If anybody else wants to play, now is your chance to get in there. Remember, this is 10 questions. You need to get all 10 correct to move on to the next stage. I might say it's a little bit harder than it was last week. On reflection, last week might have been a bit easy. Maybe that's why we had 2 winners. So, with the Eliminator, some luck should be required. There'll be some easy questions, there'll be some less than easy. Everybody in that wants to be in? I'm going to assume so, and click this button. Seconds to go. Question 1. What day does Halloween occur? Is it the 30th of October, the 12th of July, the 31st of October or the 31st of February. Just wondering how often do people deworm themselves / their family? Every time you poop, surely. But humans do get worms. Some people purposely give themselves tapeworms, don't they? Trying to lose weight. Ringworms from various things. There's all kinds of worms. That's the thing. They're everywhere. With a good enough microscope, you will find them everywhere. Right, what did we think to that one? 15 answers going for the 31st of October. Well done, everybody. We're all still in. Wasn't that in last week's? No, last week's was what month was Halloween? Question number 2. What fish can be a cardinal, Congo, rosy, or a lemon? You have to type it in. That's why you've got 30 seconds. Remember, with this one, we have all different types of questions. There'll be some organisational ones where you have to move things around. There'll be some typing in ones. You might even have to do some arithmetic at some point. To the person who's just typed in tetras, I've just had to give you that because I didn't have that as an option. I just had tetra and all the various spellings of it, but I gave you it. Caps does not matter. You do not have to capitalise. We're all good because everyone got that right. So just to show you what I mean, this is my management console page, so you can type in any of those variations and you'll get the prize. So 2 questions down, everyone's still in it. 2 eliminated for being slow, but I think they were eliminated before we even started. There is going to be some maths, sorry Lisa. I can't remember what question it is, but it's coming up. Question 3. Put these buildings in size order, smallest at the top, largest at the bottom. We've got the Eiffel Tower, the CN Tower, the Burj Khalifa, and Big Ben. Yes, I know that the bell, but you know what I mean. That was the most popular answer. The correct answer was that, though. What do points make? Wrong buttons! Sorry. What the fuck? The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, I think. Possibly. Yeah, so that's the order. Have we lost a few people then? Oh my goodness. We're down to 5. I don't know what 2 of them even are. Oh well, come on. We're trying to spread your horizons here, teaching you about new things. Question 4. This is only question 3, we lost that many people. Sorry. Maybe that should have been harder. Well done, Escapee, David L, Mal, Gas Musk, and Texas Tom. Let's see if you can get the next one. Here it comes. Maths. The number of minutes in a quarter of an hour plus the number of gold rings from the 12 Days of Christmas song. I'm trying to confuse you by having extra numbers in there. You don't need to count up. On the something day of Christmas, my true love gave to me an amount of gold rings. Oh dear. Just slowly dying. 50? 50? Right, let's work it out. The number of minutes in a quarter of an hour. is 15, plus the number of gold rings from the song. 5 gold rings. 15 plus 5. 20. So we've lost someone else. We've only got Escapee, David L, Mal, and Texas Tom, because someone said 19. 11. Nope, 20. Question number 5. What is the name of this South Dakota landmark? That's a typey any one. I wasn't listening properly. That's why I type it out as well, so you don't have to listen to me. I was already out, but why did I think it was? I thought that was so easy because it's the one everyone goes 5 gold rings. Three turtle doves, 2 French hens. Right, okay. Oh, we've got some. Right, I'm going to have to add in. Someone can't spell Rushmore, but I don't want you to miss out because of it. The correct answer is Mount Rushmore. So I've given you Rushmore if you spelt it like that. And someone thought it was the Washington Monument. So we've got David L, Mal, and Texas Tom. Who did we lose on that one? What did I miss out? Escapee, was it? So 3 players in at the halfway stage. Question number 6, here we go. 9 gold rings. Studying flags is known as, is it pedology, flagology, vexillology, or flutterflapology? This is my favourite word, flutterflapology. Pedology, flagology, vexillology, or flutterflapology? What do we think? What is fun with flags officially known as? 2 people have gone with vexillology. I thought there was 3 people in. Of somebody. Did you get timed out? Oh no. It is, in fact, vexillology. Well done. Mal and Texas Tom in it to the end. Let me just see. Did somebody get put out on that one? David. Too slow, David. What happened? Question 5. No, question 7. Sorry, here it comes. In what Indian city would you find this landmark? Would it be Agra, Delhi, Glasgow, or Paris? Agra, Delhi, Glasgow and Paris. There was a bit of a trick question there, that only 2 of them are actually in India. I don't know if you spotted that. What did we go for? Oh, both people went for Delhi. The answer was Agra. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. Sorry, everyone. We only made it to question 6 with corrects this week. We got ya. So, last couple of questions. Just answer A, B, C, or D in the chat. Whoever gets it correct first gets bragging rights. You don't get anything else. Question 8 was, What game was given away with purchases of the Game Boy on its release in 1989? Is it Pokemon, Sonic the Hedgehog, Tetris, or Pac-Man? Mandy's in there first with a C. Tommy says Pokemon. The irony isn't lost on Juggler there. 1989, it has to be Sonic. Indeed. I did put that in there just in case Andrew came here. The answer is Tetris. Well done, Mandy. You got that one first. Tetris was given away free in both North America and Europe with the launch of the Game Boy. Designed in a Russian lab. There you go. Question 9, same thing. Get your answers in quick. What word was used or is used to describe people from a certain country, state, or city? Is it a hygrolan, a demonym, a habonym, or a platelan? Platelan? Platelan. Don't know how you say it. Give you a clue, I don't know how to say it because I made it up. Is it a hygrolan, a demonym, a habonym, or a platelan? Scott says C, habonym. Mandy says B, demonym. Ding ding ding. It is B, demonym. 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 Which explains the confusions between Tetris and Tetris and Texas. Yeah, indeed, it does. There's another. I'll wait until I've done this. And the final question. Question 10. What word describes a geometric shape comprised of 4 orthogonally connected squares? Is it a polygon, a tetradon, a quadradon, or a tetramino? Or a tetronimo? We've got C's from Mandy, Tommy, Scott, is that a guess for D? I'm a 4 expert, says Tommy. I've got this. What is it? What's your guess? Is C, a quadradon, a quadragon? Silver Suffer says quadragon. Scott says quadragon. I'll give you a clue. None of you got it right yet. Geronimo, no, it's not a cube. It's Tetris related. It's a tetronimo. A geometric shape comprised of 4 orthogonally connected squares is what you call all the shapes in Tetris. They're tetronimos. Did I put in? No, I didn't. Onimo. There you go. A tetronimo is a geometric shape comprised of 4 squares connected orthogonally, i.e. at the edges, not the corners. Tetronimos, like dominoes and pentominoes, are a particular type of polymino. The corresponding polycube, called a tetracube, is a geometric shape composed of 4 cubes connected that way. So there's the 5 tetronimos that are used in the game of Tetris. Now you know. Tetra means 5? No, tetra means 4. I fully recommend Wikipedia for this. So I had like 6 questions out of Tetris tonight, but you probably didn't notice all of them, but you know. 2 corners at each side are connected. I suppose, yeah. But you know what I mean. Not like connected just at the corners. They're connected by the faces. But yes, those corners would be connected. But yeah, I spent a lot of time learning about Tetris today. As you do. Right. I think we've covered that completely. That would have helped a little. I was thinking folded somehow. Ah, right. So what do all 4 Tetras have 4 of? Sides, top, bottom, front, back. Five minutes to go. Oh yeah, of course I need to stay until 8 minutes. So thank you for my super chats earlier on. There is something about Tetra. What do you call it? Etymology. Etymology. The origin of the word tetra is meaning 4, having 4 or having 4 parts, derived from the Greek tetra means 4. There you go. So tetra is Greek. When used in modern Latin, it's an abbreviation of tetragonopterus, meaning having tetragonal fins. Who knew? I think they get that name because they aren't connected at the corners. Ha! I swear Tetra is 5, not 4. No, it's definitely 4. What is the origin of the word Tetra? 4. Having 4 parts. Tetra comes from the Greek Tetaris, meaning 4. Graham knew something. Graham looked something up earlier. Yeah, pent is 5, hence pentagram or pentagon, or although it's 6 hex all the time because they've got 6 numbers and hex codes. 6 corners and a hexagon, 6 sides and a hexagon. Sept 8. What's 9? Nona? I don't know. I imagine quad must be Latin. Q-U-A-D. Yes, so quad's from Latin. The Latin root of quad is quadri, meaning 4. So quad Latin, tetra Greek. Yes, that was the bit I read out, yeah. Tetragonopterus. Quad be Roman, yeah, quad's Latin. Quad is used to refer to certain outdoor spaces. Yeah, square ones. I think that's pretty much the rub of it. As if you have a Squarespace. Not even sponsored by Squarespace. If you're listening, Squarespace, I'd love to be sponsored. I think I might be getting sponsored by Hooger. Even though I've done nothing but slag them off for having shoddy practices when they won't leave me alone trying to get me to review their products. But now they're offering me like a 10% off code for my viewers if I make this video is sponsored by Hooger. I'm going to have to learn how to say it properly first. But yeah, I will. Coming soon will be a 10% off all Hooger products. As the saying goes, these Eliminators tend to be all Greek to me. Quad bike for indeed. Hagen owns no, Hooger, the dodgy Chinese one. Hooger. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, we've now reached the end of the allotted paid for time, where we're 8 minutes over. You paid for 8 extra minutes. You got 8 extra minutes. I might give you an extra one for free. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for putting up with all the technical difficulties. Higer? Really? Why don't they spell it Higer if it's Higer? It's Higer. 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 I got the same deal, but only 5% as I'm still small fry. I did get the 5% one first and I went, nah, I'm alright. I just don't want to get involved in it because I know it's just going to be a complete ball ache to start. Who knows? But yeah, if you're after some Higer products, let me know. You can reach me on all my social medias. I even reply on some of them. I can give you a 10% discount code if you are planning on buying anything. Yeah, so like I say, we've reached the end of the allotted paid time. Congrats again on the 60k. Thank you very much. We may or may not have some kind of extended one-off Drunkcast stream next week. We'll see what happens, I guess. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I get some... I didn't even get a chance to talk about all my things that I was trying to... One of the things I was going to do is try and explain my plan for how we're going to rearrange the fish room, but maybe we'll just do it live next week. Who knows? Hey girl. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, Hobby Down, Chili and Koi, nice to see you. Sorry, I'm just about to leave. There's probably someone else streaming now that I'm pooping all over, so thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me rant. Go and watch one of my videos, that'd be lovely. Thank you for all of those new people who have come and subscribed. It's very much appreciated. Go and watch some videos. We'll see you next week. Bye. Wake up! Graham, wake up!